What's going on, everybody? Aaron Zamzo here with the FRF Podcast. Today we're going to talk about motivation and how to stay motivated. I got some great tips. I got some great ideas. Easy to implement. Stay tuned.
It's time to get fit for duty with the FRF Podcast. Here's your host, Aaron Zamzo.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. This is Aaron Zamzo with the FRF Podcast. You may have seen it's the Fire Rescue Athlete Podcast. I'm old. I forget what I called it, but we're all talking about fire rescue fitness. What is popular, what can help first responders like yourself, firefighters, EMTs, paramedics, their family members with their health and fitness. And today we're going to talk about one of the most sought after topics, probably the most common email I get about when it comes to fitness, and that's how to stay motivated. And let's talk about the elephant in the room, right? Let's talk about the most obvious part. Motivation has to start within. I know that, and with that even being said, I'll be honest. I struggle with it. I talk about fitness all the time. I write about it, and I'll be the first to tell you that sometimes I struggle. So obviously, you're not alone. It's really common. I think there's two places to look. Just off the top of my head, first, look in the mirror. And are you the person you want to be? Are you the first responder you want to be? Are you in the shape you want to be? Are you the mentor, the leader, the father, the mother that you want to be? And that is a place for motivation. And then the second place is to look around. Sometimes we maybe be that person on the crew that maybe be the least fit. And for me, I'm older, got into the fire service older, so I don't want to let my team members down, my crew members down. So that really motivates me. Again, not all the time, not 100% of the time. So sometimes we need something else. And let's talk about what those something else can be and some tips, some tricks, and some techniques that can help you stay motivated and fit for duty. Now, one of the first things that I think when we talk about motivation, we all need to find a goal. And I see this is one of the biggest mistakes around Firehouse. People are like, hey, you want to do a workout today? Sure. What are you doing? And we, we'll do our friend's workout or our crew workout without having a real reason for it. I mean, obviously, there's the back end of I want to get in shape and I want to stay in shape for my crew. But, what does that really look like? What does in shape mean to you? Does it mean that you can do a 5K? Does it mean that you are at a certain weight? Does it mean you look a certain way? Does it mean that you can go through 2 bottles? I think the first thing we need to do is define what we really want. And if you are going from the leathers or the couch in this case, where you're not doing anything, you need to be consistent or more consistent with your workouts. What I've done with thousands of people that I've worked with is I said, look, don't think about losing weight, don't think about getting in shape. Think about making fitness a priority. So in a lot of cases, if you're listening to this and haven't worked out consistently, that should be your first goal. Hey, I want to work out 12 times in the next month, or I want to work out 16 times in the next month. I would say minimum 3 to 4 times a week. In that workout, I don't really care what you do at first. Walk for 30 minutes, stretch for 30 minutes, do yoga, whatever it might be. But start making that fitness habit and creating that habit of fitness. And then that can move into, a couple weeks later, you do nutrition, where you just start drinking more water. You start to record what you're eating, so you start to read labels and serving sizes. But first things first, you need to set a goal. And one of the best things in the summertime that really helps motivate me are events, whether it be a 5K charity event. 1 year I did the Ironman, which was a crazy long year, but it kept me obviously in shape and kept me motivated. I just experienced my 30th year class reunion, and that was very motivating. I wanted to be in a certain weight because I wanted to look fairly similar to when I graduated 30 years ago. You might have a wedding, you might have a crew party, you might have something, whatever it might be, use that event and set a goal as to what you want that event and to get out of that event. Some guys around our department are motivated by golf. Now, Does golf actually prepare you for the fire ground? Well, that's a whole nother blog and podcast. But I believe that if it gets you in the gym and working on mobility, then yeah, it's going to help you out. So some guys want to improve their drive, whatever that might be, whether it might be to pass the CPAT. But find that goal. And, you want to try to associate it with a time frame also. If your goal is to lose 10 pounds and you haven't been working out, then your first month, just set, hey, I want to work out 12 times. And then the next month, you might want to lose like 4 or 5 pounds. And then the next month, build on that. Typically, 1 or 2 pounds a week is a great goal. If you're training for a 5K event or a running event, you want to give yourself at least 6 to, depending upon your level of fitness, at least 4 to 8 weeks, depending upon where you're starting. But get that goal. Figure out what that is. And then the second part of this is to write it down. There's, some Harvard research out there that states those that write down their goal are more likely to achieve it. And personally, I can confirm that. I don't necessarily know the science behind it, but I know if I take a couple of minutes and just say, hey, this is what I want to accomplish, and then you set a time frame to it, you can post it on your refrigerator, post it on your locker at work. You might put it in your wallet, whatever it might be, where every once in a while you can look at it. And also in today's technology era, you might just want to put it on your notes in your phone, but type it out. Be specific. What do you want to achieve? And write it down. With FRF programs, what we do is make you sign on the dotted line. Write down your goal and then sign that you're going to give all that you can to accomplish that. So create your goal. Maybe find an event. And on that note, what we did with FRF about 2 years ago now, this is our third year, is we created the FRF 5K plus 343. It is a virtual workout challenge, and it's really meant to keep people motivated through the summer and fall to, stay up with their fitness. And what this event is it includes 3.1 miles of either walking or running, and we intermittently challenge you with different body weight exercises. So for instance, you start with 50 body weight squats. Now you can do like 10 or 15, shake your legs out, do another 10 or 15. Once you hit 50, you go run a half a mile or walk half a mile, come back, you do 50 push-ups, walk half a mile, do 50 body weight rows with a TRX or something similar to that. And then it goes all the way down the line where you finish with 43 up downs or burpees, and then run that 0.1 mile or walk that 0.1 mile. So you accomplish 343 reps and a 5K. Now you also have a 2K walk if you're just starting off. But this event also comes with a training program, an 8-week training program that not only prepare you for that event, but it really is a great way to prepare for our job. I get a lot of response from people that go, hey, I love this program. This program, A, it keeps me motivated. B, I feel like I'm able to recover, I'm stronger, and I just feel like I can move a lot better. So registration for the event also includes a t-shirt, and then the main reason I did it was to be able to give back. So we donate proceeds from the event to the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation and the First Responders Center for Excellence, which goes towards programs that will promote health and wellness in the fire service. So you start with a goal. An event like the FRF 5K is a great goal. You might have a wedding, you might have a class reunion, you might just be lacking in fitness. So you might just have set that goal to lose 10 pounds, whatever it might be. You set that goal, and then the second step of that is you write that down. All right, so you got your goal. You've written it down. Now, what's the next thing that'll help keep you motivated is to create or find a plan that will help you accomplish that goal. So I always like to take it from the back and work your way currently. So for instance, if I want to do the FRF 5K on October 15th, which, by the way, you register now, you get to train for the event, and you can do the virtual 5K plus 343 anytime or as many times through the month of October. Every time you do it, you send in you post that you did this workout, you send in a picture of you doing the workout and your time, and you get entered into a raffle where you can win prizes like TRX, Amazon gift cards, FRF swag, all kinds of stuff from our sponsors, TRX, Side Charlie Tools, 7710, Fire Rescue One, Lexapol, Crackle Magazine, all these different organizations that are supporting firefighters and promoting firefighter health and wellness. So you set your goal, you got it down. Now we create that plan. So for instance, start on October 15th. Back to today is basically 7 weeks. So we have 7 weeks to plan, and we just take it week by week, prepare and get better and better and better to prepare for that event. If it's a wedding on Thanksgiving, that's the day you want to peak or accomplish that. Let's say you're going to lose 10 pounds. So you say, okay, I'm going to lose 1 pound these weeks, half a pound these weeks. Start with creating a habit and work your way back. Typically, every 8 weeks or so is a great way to change and reevaluate. Well, I should back up a little bit. Should be reevaluating every 4 and then set your goals at 8 to 12 weeks apart. With the FRF 5K, you do get a program that's 8 weeks long. Depending upon your level of fitness, 4 to 6 to 8 weeks is all you'll need, and you'll be great for that event. The main point is, once you get your plan and you write it down, or your goal, you write it down, you create that plan of action, and you can adjust it along the way if you don't see the results you want. But you need to create a plan. I see, again, a lot of guys and men and women in the fire service, they just are kind of like, I'm doing this, doing back and buys or upper body today, and then you skip lower body, and before you know it, you're kind of, wafting around trying to figure out, what workouts to do. So this plan and program is really going to help you stay motivated and on track. The next part of this, tell people about your goal. Get other people on board. Promote it to your crew. Promote it to your family. Encourage others to join you. I think you'd be surprised when you start telling people, hey, I'm cutting out booze for the next 6 weeks, or I'm going to work out 4 times a week. A lot of people, you'd be surprised at those that are like, hey, I want to do that too. All right, let's do a little bet. Put some money on it. Challenge your crew. Talk to the family. Get the kids involved. Get the wife involved, or significant other, or spouse involved. You will be surprised at how many people want to support that type of positive and healthy lifestyle. So tell people about it. Encourage others to join, the FRF 5K, plus 343. Maybe you're going to do a fun run in your community. Get your crew involved. Maybe you want to do it in gear just to show your support. But it's always better with a group of people that are training for that same event, because there's going to be times throughout the next couple of weeks that you're not going to want to work out. And if you have others on board, they're going to help you stay motivated. So build an environment around you of positivity and of people that have a similar goal. And then lastly, I think this is one of the biggest things, train for an event. Find a cause. Maybe it's your family that you're fighting for, but this goes back to, setting that goal, but then really trying to dig in a little bit deeper as to, make it more than just about yourself. With the FRF 5K, we decided to donate the proceeds to the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation because during COVID, the step challenges that they have for the stair step challenges that they would have all over the country, they couldn't have. So we just wanted to come up with a better, different way to raise funds for that organization, and it just turned into this kind of fun event. Over the last couple of years, we've had over 500, 600 people participate and raised over 13 grand. And, it's just a fun way to get your crew, your family involved, and to give back to the fire service. It might be a 5K event too in your local community. It might be a Spartan race. It might be, that wedding that you want to train for. So it does go back to setting that goal, but, events sometimes can really help with that secondary piece of motivation. And that really is what we need, especially over the next couple months. Here in the U.S., it's football season. It's going to get colder, and sometimes we, as we go into the holidays, it's really hard to stay motivated. So find an event, find that emotional tie or that can keep you motivated. And that's really it, everybody. Like, there's really not a lot of there is science to it, but it's not brain surgery. Set a goal, write it down, create a plan to get you there, make it meaningful, get others on board. and then go crush it. And that's what we're all about here at FRF, is helping you crush it, helping you stay motivated. And that's why we came up with the FRF 5K plus 343. You can register for it now. You get a t-shirt, training program, coaching, chance to win prizes. You can get a t-shirt or sweatshirt, whatever you want. And then proceeds go to the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. The quicker you enter, the more time you get to train, and the more chance you get for the drawings for prizes. So I hope that event will motivate you. I hope you spread the word. I hope if you have questions, you reach out to me. And I hope, most importantly, you let me know what I can do to help you and your crew get and stay fire rescue fit. Thanks for listening.